Hey everybody, this is Ryan from PuroClean in Keller. In case you haven't noticed, there's this wet stuff falling down from the sky. It's called rain. We haven't seen any of it for quite a while. Unfortunately, we're getting a little bit too much of it right now, which means, unfortunately, we are getting some flooding. We've had several calls already this morning for homes and businesses that are flooding. So, briefly, I wanted to talk about what flooding is, precautions you should take, and what it looks like to get your home or business mitigated properly. So the first thing to understand about flood water, which is ground level water that comes inside your home or business, it's what we call Category 3 water. This means that the water is contaminated. So if you can imagine anything that's outside, animal waste, petroleum, pesticides, fertilizers, any of that stuff, right? It all gets dissolved into the water and then it comes inside your home. That's a problem. It's not that your home can't be dried, but all your porous materials like drywall or wood, textiles like carpet, they're all contaminated. We can dry them, but they're contaminated. So the only way to properly mitigate is to get those materials out. That means removing floors, carpet, cutting walls, insulation, all that stuff. From there, then we can go through and clean whatever's left, whether that's framing or the slab, anything like that. And then you can finally dry stuff. So that's what the only correct way to mitigate things. So don't let anybody tell you differently. Please, even though it seems like the right thing to do, don't get, your box fan that's sitting out in the garage and, put it in your house and then, try and dry stuff up. All you're going to do is blow contamination all over the place. So we don't want that. Obviously call us number one, right? Let us help you walk you through the proper steps to mitigate things. Anything that you can do to stop the water or get the water out of your house, definitely do that. But remember, it's contaminated, right? So if you have some kind of rubber gloves, definitely use that. If you don't, just try not to touch your face, wash your hands as soon as you're done. Once you've kind of got a hold of that, you've called us, we'll walk you through everything else. But definitely call your insurance agent, right? Not the 1-800 number on your insurance card, but call your agent, right? So if that's, John Smith at State Farm, then call them first and verify whether or not you actually have flood coverage, right? Most of the time, insurance companies do not cover ground level water that comes inside your home, right? They call that flood water. Generally speaking, you have to have an additional type of policy or an additional rider on your policy that covers actual flood damage, right? So talk to your agent, right? See if you have that kind of coverage because it is different than, a water heater or supply line, something like that bursting, right? They usually consider it a different type of damage. Talk to them, figure out if you have coverage. One way or another, we're going to get you taken care of, but it is kind of nice to know what you're actually working with. You can find us online. I'm going to leave a link below to our website as well as our phone number, but the website is puroclean.com/pk-tx, or the office number is 817-302-2090. Thanks so much.